Hey guys, it's Damien here, and today's video we're going to talk about a concept known as the larger market formula. So it's a popular concept, it's been around for a while, but a lot of people aren't that familiar with it, and understanding this concept will really be a game changer. If you've ever spent money on ads and had no results and it just feels like it's not connecting with the right people, could be a really good reason why that's been happening. So let's jump into it and talk a little bit about what this larger market formula is, how it works. So the idea is that this triangle or pyramid represents your entire possible target audience. So these are all people who might be able to buy from you, the people that you could help with your solution. And the problem is that only about 3% of these people are actually making a buying decision right now, and the rest of them are in different sort of stages of that journey. And the problem is most marketing is aimed right up here at this 3% mark. So when you see ads on TV and in magazines and on social media, most of them are saying, buy now. If you're ready to make a decision, come and buy our stuff. Now, the problem with this is that, for one, it's a very crowded market. You've got lots of people competing for attention at this point. So that's the first problem, is it's very expensive and not efficient to cut through and get in front of those people to reach them, because that's where everyone is trying to focus their attention. And the second problem is that by the time you do actually capture someone's attention in that inefficient way, those people are about to make a decision, and all they're doing now is evaluating different sort of vendors and options and prices. So suddenly you're now just a commodity. You might be one of 3 or 4 options that they're getting quotes or proposals from. And so your likelihood of winning that project or that customer goes down considerably, because you're just another commodity. So there's 2 really big problems with that. So what you can do is, instead of focusing there on that 3%, if we look at these 2 sections here, so we've got 17% of your market are actually aware they've got a problem and they're looking for information about it. So they're out there actively searching. They're searching on Google. How do I solve this problem? Okay, so that's where you can sort of pull them in and draw them in. When they're actively looking, you can give them research and opinions and findings in the form of articles and videos, and you can actually help them to partly solve their problem. And then the great thing about that is, when it is time for them, when they are ready to hit this 3%, you've got a head start. You're way ahead of the pack. So 2 things: there's more of them in this phase, and they're easier to reach and to connect with. But you have to change your messaging from buy now to more like, here's how to solve this problem. And then just below them, you've got this even larger group who are aware they've got a problem, but they haven't even started looking yet. They're just in that phase where they're experiencing a problem. They're aware that it's there, but they haven't even started research. This is where things like Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads and things like that can really come in handy, because the person is passively going about their life, and then suddenly you come along and they see your ad, and you're saying to them, hey, do you have this problem? Is it tough for you to make your ads work? Is it tough for you to do your own accounting? Whatever it is, whatever problem you solve. And they say, yes, that is me. I have had this problem. And then you take them from this 20% to this 17%. So this is really where you want to focus your attention, these 2 sort of areas here. This bottom part, again, you're kind of wasting your time here, because they don't even know they've got a problem, let alone looking for ways to solve it or open to ways to solve it. So what we try and do with our clients and ourselves is we switch the focus away from this 3%, because that kind of takes care of itself. When you focus on here, they'll kind of move upwards from here until they're in that, bit of a mistake there, until they're in that 3% mode. They'll move upwards, and you're there to hold their hand and walk them through those stages. So you need to have content that takes them through these stages until they're ready to buy. And the great thing about that as well is that by the time they get here, if you've already engaged with them there, they don't want to go shopping around. They're no longer out there evaluating different options, because you are the only logical option there for them. You've educated them, you've formed that relationship, and now they don't need to price shop. They don't care how much the other people cost. It's not about how many features and benefits there are. It's about the connection with you, They know you can solve their problem because you've already helped them do it to some extent, and now the rest becomes so much easier. Hope that helps.